Well, hello and welcome to Guns and Gear. You know, I made a little video earlier this evening, and in it I was introducing hunting season here on the Guns and Gear channel. And specifically, I was going to show, or I did show, some of the stuff that I carry along with me when I go hunting. You know, this is the Guns and Gear channel, and I've been extremely heavy on guns and haven't really showed a whole lot about the gear, and so I was going to use this video to show off some gear that I use when I go hunting, and to pretty much tell you folks that I was going to be doing some more detailed videos instead of just showing groups of stuff like some of my collection videos have been, and you know, get into some binoculars and knives and you know, other stuff that we use when we go hunting. Well, then, you know, I got kind of busy, was doing some other things, and sat down late this evening, and I was going to upload this video, and I was checking out a couple videos before I did that, and I saw a video from Crazy 45 Cat, and he's my buddy down in Florida. He's got a great channel, and doggone it, he'd done a video that was very similar to mine. So I decided that I would go ahead and shoot another video real quick and maybe do it a little bit different. And so I broke out a couple long guns there to put up there and talk a little bit about the hunting here in Virginia. You know, as y'all know, I live towards the coast, and I'm only about 20 minutes away from the Great Dismal Swamp, so I get a chance to play in the swamp some. And I'm a swamp rat. Lived in Mississippi, and I feel at home in the swamps. But Virginia has a great variety of different types of hunting. And you know, you got the lowlands here where there's real thick briars and swampland, and some excellent hunting in there. But then you move on up the state a little bit, and you have some nice farmers' fields and some good hunting opportunities there. And then you keep on driving upwards, and you come up into the mountains. And man, I love our mountains here in Virginia. You know, they may not be the picturesque mountains that you see in Wyoming and Colorado, but I think they're beautiful, and I love hunting in them. I always spend a week or more up there hunting. Pop a tent up or use a backpack and enjoy some time up in the mountains. But at any rate, let's go over a few things that I have set out here. And once again, mainly it's guns. But if I'm going to be hunting down this way, and most of the counties around here require you to use shotguns, and sometimes you can't even use slugs, you just got to use buckshot. This might be the shotgun that I choose right here. This is a Benelli Super Black Eagle. This is the model that shoots 2 3/4, 3 and 3.5 inch shells. I bought this back in the mid-90s. I don't know how long they've been making the shotgun, but that's when I got it. I think they have 1 or 2 newer versions of that out now, but this is an excellent shotgun. I also have the barrel that has the that is threaded and used for rifled slugs, and I have a scope on that. This is just a great shotgun. I'm a big Benelli fan. And along with that right there is here's a little choke tube, and this is a Pattern Master, and this is specifically designed for shooting buckshot into shotguns for big game hunting. And it's kind of costly, but I tell you what, it really does extend the range of my shotgun. Works very well with my Benelli. I like it very much. To me, it was worth the money. Now over here I have if I'm going to get a chance to maybe sit in a stand over a farmer's field, this is one of the rifles that I'd be choosing from right here. This is a Sauer Model 202, and it's chambered in 30-06. Now this is kind of a unique rifle in the way that you can change the calibers by changing out the bolt head and changing the barrel, and that is actually set up to be able, you could do that in the field, although you do have some tools and you got to pay attention. You don't want to drop something and lose it. But it really makes this rifle rather unique, and this is one of the finer rifles that I own. And next to it, well, here in the eastern part of the United States, if you're a hunter, you just got to have a lever action rifle. And this is a Marlin 336, and as you can see, it's stainless steel, and it's chambered in 35 Remington. Now you'll notice as I start going over some guns that I use for hunting, I like big calibers. I like big bores. I like to put big holes in things that I'm shooting at because our woods are thick and they can get up into some pretty thick cover there and make it very difficult for you to retrieve them, find them. And the 35 Remington is a very potent little mid-range caliber, and it's great for hunting deer and bear and hogs, and I really like it a lot. Now handguns, and you know I love my handguns. I kind of sort of have in two categories. This category over here, this would be hunting handguns that I would use when my pistol or revolver was going to be my primary firearm. And this here is I got a Smith & Wesson Model 57. That's a 41 Magnum with an 8 3/8 inch barrel. Great shooting little gun. And below that I've got a EAA 10 millimeter, and that has a 6-inch barrel, and man, that's a great shooter right there. That's a very accurate gun. And over here I have guns that I may carry if I'm already carrying a shotgun or a rifle, and these would be secondary firearms for me. And I've got a Kimber stainless steel 10 millimeter, and it has adjustable sights, and you know I could hunt with that gun alone, but I mostly use that gun as a secondary firearm. And next to that I have another Smith & Wesson, and that's the Night Guard series, and that's the Model 396, and that's in 44 Special. That's a real lightweight, handy little gun, and the 44 Special is a good little round to have with you. Now over here I got my GPS, and it's an older model. This is an E-Trex made by Garmin, and it's the Vista model. And several years back, that was one of their top of the line series of GPSs. And yes, even in the eastern United States in the thick woods, we use binoculars, maybe a little bit differently. We're not trying to pick a mountain goat out at 2 miles away or anything, but you know our deer get into them thick woods, and sometimes binoculars can help you find those deer. And this is a little set of binoculars that I have. They're Steiner's. It's their Wildlife series. It's a 8.5 power binocular, and I've found that that's a pretty good size or pretty good power binocular to use for my types of hunting that I enjoy. Now this little light right here is a light that I keep in my pack. This is made by Petzl, and I tell you what, since the technology has gotten a lot better with lights, the little headlamps that you have, you know, I remember for many years trying to pick my way out of the woods with a little mini mag light, and thought that was just to catch me out. But the lights that they have, like this little Petzl right here, are just vastly superior. Makes it a lot easier. And I set out a knife, and this is a good little field knife right here. This is made by Bark River Knives, and this is the Bravo 1. Okay, and it may not have a big huge blade on it, but it is really big in its capability. It's a good thick stout blade, and it makes a dandy little field knife. Alright, well, that's some of the things that I carry in my pack, and I am going to do a video on this pack. This is a Badlands Super Day Pack. This is my second season with this pack, and I'll tell you what, it's the best pack I've ever had for hunting anyway. And you know, it's not too big, but it's big enough to carry stuff that you can if you had to stay overnight, you could do it rather comfortably. And I'll be honest with you, that is important. Okay, you get into that dismal swamp and get turned around, that swamp can swallow you up, and you might be there, had to stay there overnight. And so you need to think about that, and you need to prepare a few things in your pack to help you along. Or you could be up in the mountains. You know, our woods are thick, and you can get turned around in them mountains in the national forest somewhere. And I don't ever get worried about that. I just go ahead and settle on down and make camp. And I know I've said 2 or 3 times that our woods are thick, and it is something that we have to plan for here in the southeast part of the country. And you know, there are a lot of people deal with things in different ways. You know, some folks use machetes and things to pick their way through some thick cover. But you know, here we got a lot of briars, a lot of brambles, a lot of sticker bushes. It makes it very difficult to pick your way through. You know the deer are back in there. Matter of fact, you know they hang out in herds and they just sit there and laugh at you because you can't get to them. Well, I have a piece of equipment that's helped me in the past, and I thought I'd share it with you. And that would be this right here. Yes, that's right, that's a grenade launcher. And you can put that on your shotgun or your rifle or even your pistol and launch a grenade on in there. And not only do you get a chance to kill the deer, but it'll open up them briars and sticker bushes so you can get in there and retrieve that deer. It's an excellent piece of equipment. This is an older model. Let's see here. Yeah, this is a 1945 model. And there's a lot newer editions out, newer versions, and they probably work even better, but this one has always served me well. And I've always tried to pack that along when I go hunting. Not only that, I take it with me when I'm fishing because, you know, sometimes the fish just ain't biting. You know they're in there. You can even see them swimming around, but they just won't get on your hook. You know, just flip a good old grenade or a stick of dynamite in there. Makes for a fine day of fishing. So these are some of the things that I carry when I go hunting. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. You can expect more videos on hunting equipment and more detailed videos, reviews, type videos on some of the stuff that I carry. So with that, thank you for watching, and remember, shoot straight on the range and in life. Thanks.